one of the things that a lot of people seem to gravitate to with our podcast is recruiting. And I know you kind of touched on that a little bit before. So I guess you can say you've been recruited a few times,
Yeah.
so to speak. But how can you touch on that a little bit? Like, what was that process like for you coming out of high school, and then from that Hartford to Michigan State, and then ultimately to Buffalo?
Yeah. To first say, I think recruiting when I first started versus now looks completely different, right?
And that's only been in the last 5 years.
Yeah. So I mean, now you see girls or even boys creating social media accounts for getting recruited. That was never a thing.
Right.
After ID camps, you see girls going up to our coaches and asking them for pictures to go post it to say
Right.
thank you. That was just never.
And I'm noticing
around.
that with a lot of softball players in high school right now. They're doing that.
So I think it's very common. And then in terms of, I think coaches being allowed to speak to you.
Right.
I think I forget when we were allowed to start talking to coaches, but I think it's definitely has changed since then. But for myself, right, I was a late commit. So I committed, I think, my senior or my summer of junior year of high school. So that was super late. I went up to an ID camp at Hartford, and lucky enough, afterwards, the coach called me into the office and just offered me there after the ID camp. So I was very fortunate for that.